Hi traders, this is Elite Currency. My name is Chris, and today taking a look at the euro dollar and pound dollar in the last day of May. Next video, we will have info about the monthly candle, and we can take a look at the long term as well. This is the euro dollar 1 hour chart, and this morning we had a little bit of a pattern here, a flag looking like a continuation pattern in fact, and we had a bullish momentum prior to that. That is what happened. We see a little bit of a push up again on the euro dollar, just a few pips up to the minus 272 target, very close to the WIS level 4 as well, and the round level of 117.50. I think that this is a resistance zone for a downside, but ultimately I think that the euro dollar could be in a position for a larger retracement. There are a couple of factors that I think are important. First of all, the fact that price bounced at the 115 round level. Let me show you the weekly chart and why that is important. The bounce is happening basically at a 50 fib. It missed the 50 fib by maybe 50 pips, but 115 is also a round level. We have a previous bottom nearby and the 144 EMA, which all is an extra factor for a potential bounce. So, the long-term position here, the long-term market structure is something we'll discuss in the next video during the weekend. But for the moment, this is a long-term, I think, bouncing spot, support zone, and we are seeing a reaction. So from this point of view, I think we could see a follow-through of the euro dollar to the upside, and price might make a move up that could retest the 50 fib of this swing high, swing low. For instance, the 38, 50, 61.8 fib levels could be upside retracement targets where price could stop and turn back down. There could be a head and shoulders pattern as well. So plenty of space, in fact, to the upside. And on the daily chart, we do see engulfing twins, bullish engulfing twins here. Downtrend has been lasting for a very long time, as you can see. So I do think that the 21 EMA is still a resistance zone to be aware of. But I think that after that, price could basically move up to there, bounce, and then move up again towards the higher fib levels up in here. So I expect a 3-wave move to the upside. First swing basically will stop around the 21 EMAs. We'll make a dip that fails probably to break this bottom and then move up to the fib targets. If it doesn't fail to break this bottom, if it breaks through this bottom, then of course this bigger 3-wave correction to the fibs is off the table and is invalid anymore. All right, 4-hour chart. I do expect price to go up, right, higher, but first stopping spot is the 21 EMA zone, rough idea, rough area, and there's also 23.6 fib. That's around 117.50. Price is pretty close to that. You might consider that already close enough to be considered a hit, but price could still push that little bit of few pips to reach that 117.50 fully. There is a bullish 4-hour candle, so we might get one slight push up to hit that fib, and then I expect 3 waves down in a correction. On the hourly chart, it looks like we're finishing 5 waves, all right? So from this point of view, it looks like we're seeing a bullish momentum, and that could indicate a bigger wave A, for instance, and a bigger bullish retracement. As I indicated, there are a couple of reasons why I expect upside. These 5 waves are one of those. The bounce at the 50 fib is another. The daily engulfing twin is one of those. And I think on the 4-hour chart, we probably have some divergence in the meantime as well between the bottoms. Seems like we're finishing a bigger ABC correction as well. So those are all the factors that I think play a role. And price has broken above the 21 EMA on the 4-hour chart. So what to expect next? In my view, a little bit of push up to 117.50 is possible. Of course, price can always extend. It can fall short and turn back down right now. It can extend maybe to 118. But eventually, I expect price to turn roughly in this zone and make a 3-wave pattern back in ABC. Now, will this happen? I have no idea. But this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for price to make a sharp fall. I'm looking for price to make a retracement back up. And then I'm looking for a wave C. More importantly, I'm looking for a bounce to the upside like this when we put the fib from here to here, wherever the price stops. Let's say it stops right at 117.50 with the 5-wave. Then I expect price to retrace back down to roughly these fibs. It could be higher and lower fibs, but the 50, 61.8 is probably the most likely fib levels. And then I expect the wave C to move up like this. All right. And I think that specifically and especially I'm interested in looking for buying opportunities if there are bullish candlestick patterns that emerge at these fibs for upside. And the target, I think, the main target would be 119, which is the minus 61.8 target, and as well the 38.2 fib retracement level. All right, so that's what I'm expecting. 5 waves up, by the way, up to that level, and that would be the take profit as well. That could be potentially a turning spot already for the euro dollar back down, but the entire correction could expand again with another 3 waves and move up to higher fibs as well. All right, so that's in any case the first target, the second target, and perhaps, if needed, if possible, the third and fourth targets, but we don't know about that. The trend is strong to the downside, so we have to see, and we'll check later on. Now the pound dollar is also moving up, all right, with higher highs, but it is breaking above the 21 EMA for the first time. Here we have actually already a clear break and push above it. So a little bit different. It's not as bullish as the euro dollar. Also, the trend, I think, is a little bit stronger on the pound dollar. It too, the daily chart hasn't hit 21 EMA in multiple days. We're looking at 20 plus days that haven't gone back to the 21 EMA. So I think that that too is a strong resistance zone to factor in for the pound dollar. If it gets up there, I think there's a good chance of a downside. So I'm looking for price to get up into 133.80, 134.30, somewhere in here, based on fib retracement level. I think I was using, not sure which exact fib, but maybe something like this, for instance. Yes, something like that. I think it was actually a little bit higher, something like this. All right. Maybe it was this swing. Well, anyhow, doesn't really matter. It was something, it was probably actually this swing. I made a mistake. Sorry, it was this swing I have at this moment. And roughly looking for a bounce in this zone. I still think that the pound dollar could be a bearish turn in this zone, but it depends how price will fall. If it's corrective and choppy, then it too might make an inverted head and shoulders and move to the upside as it breaks that pattern, and there could be a bigger bullish retracement. If there's strong, if price moves choppy to the upside and then falls strongly to the downside, and there's a flag like this, then I would expect the downtrend to continue down to perhaps even 130. All right, so that's the main question for the pound dollar. I'm just a little bit scared of the reversal here because I think that the pound dollar is still pretty much in a retracement mode. But if it shows strong momentum, weak downside, and a new break, we are looking at higher highs and higher lows, and there is a good chance that the price might make a decent bullish retracement. And in that case, price might make a correction all the way to, for instance, let me get rid of this fib so it's a bit less crowded. There we go. All the way to the 38. 50 fibs could be targets for upside up correction, and those could be the targets of this particular retracement. All right, that's it for now. Check out elitecurrency.com for more free analysis, our ECS start package, and of course our live service if you're interested, and our SWOT and CAMACD modules and methods. Wish you all great trading above all, and see you soon. Cheers.